Let's go ahead and move on over to the Hildibrand quest. Let's see. We switch over to that. Yeah, Dawntrail Hildibrand. Now, I believe you start the quest. Nashu is in Tuliyollal. Now, last thing I remember was that Hildibrand went blasting off again. You know, as he usually does. Alright, I gotta just run down here. And now, of course, Nashu is looking for him again. Now, I believe the quest starts, yeah, the case of the Displaced Inspector. That's what we're looking for. Hello, Nashu. Looking for your... Oh, yeah. I saw a screenshot of him in this outfit. The case of the Displaced Inspector. Looking rather lost herself, Nashu Makaraka has come west in search of a missing inspector. Now, 7.1, the 7.1 patch has only added one Hildibrand quest, so we're only going to do the 7.1 quest. And actually, I should pull that up so I can keep track of where we are. Inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's only one added for this quest, so we'll just go ahead and do that one today. Or with this patch. Why, hello there, Brillian. Core, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. Have you come all this way to lend me a hand? Because let me tell you, I could use the help. Is looking for an inspector? You see, I've been doing my absolute darnest to track down the inspector. Ever since Mr. Poo-Poo's starship whisked him off to God's only know where. Yeah, so one thing with the Endwalker, I thought that the Endwalker Hildibrand quests were literally the best ones in the entire series. But I will say at the very beginning, when they introduced Mr. Poo-Poo, they definitely got a bit excessive with the Poo-Poo jokes. Hopefully these are still pretty good. Hopefully these are funny as well. I mean, the Hildibrand in his trench coat and his well, I guess you didn't. Yeah, no, you saw it there. It was in the quest image there. Oops. My best lead turned out to be the Fafnari. In truth, I forgot about that. Eyewitness accounts in the latest issue described a shiny craft headed west across the ocean. So I packed a few things and headed as far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I've made a few inquiries since my arrival, but I've mostly been acclimatizing myself to the native cuisine. Very important step that, oh yes. Anyway, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continued questioning the locals on the matter of unidentified flying gentlemen. Right, I think that was the name of the last quest for Endwalker. Let me see. Oh no, it was Gentleman at Heart. No, I could have sworn that was the name of one of the Endwalker ones. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, unidentified flying gentleman. I think that was, they probably used that line earlier in one of the quests. Here, they should help aid in our investigations. What is it? Oh, right. It's an illustration of the spaceship, clipped from Dorian's... Alright, she always gets his name wrong. I forget his name's like Darian or something, but she always calls him like Dorian. Having this on hand should make it much easier to explain what we're looking for. I'll ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, well, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls. Yes, she's put in lots of work to find the inspector. She's got to acclimatize to the local cuisine, of course. It's very important. So practically anywhere else but there. If you learn anything useful, come and find me around this spot. I'll be stuffing my, ears with delicious, intelligence. It's the Landsguard's duty to remain vigilant for threats and unusual developments that may warrant their intervention. It may be prudent to visit Bright Plume Post and question the soldiers. That actually sounds like a pretty good place to start. You should show that picture to the city guards and ask if they've sighted anything similar. I'll concentrate my efforts on the stall keepers and their delicious offerings of information. Yeah, sure, Nashu. Of information. Yes, definitely. Alright, the Landsguard place to get you over there, so we'll go ahead and teleport over to Wachumekimeki. And I guess ask the guards if they've seen anything weird. Actually, it looks like there's 2 places. Okay, I was thinking of no, that's something, that's the stuff that I've been putting off. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go. Not Wachumekimeki. That wouldn't make sense. Here's our first friend. Mobile Jaw. Yes, is there something I can help with? Yeah, have you seen an unidentified flying gentleman? Actually, I have seen a vessel like that. It was some time before Zeralja's flying ships appeared. I mean, that would fit the right time frame. I watched it limp northwards through the sky above Tuliyollal, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground at any moment. Oh no, did he get stuck in the dome? That's not good. Hello, Shoki? Kohi? Sure. Searching for strange ships, you say? Yeah, have you seen an unidentified flying gentleman? Yes, I saw a flying disc just like that during my patrol in Shaloni. It was slowly drifting towards the ground and seemed to come down somewhere in Yasalani. He got stuck in the dome, didn't he? If you're determined to find it, then that's where you should try next. What were they calling the place that's covered by the dome now? Heritage Found. Oh no, he got stuck in the dome. Well, Nashu, you better expect your inspector to be an old man now, unfortunately. Wonder how Godbrand will respond to this. Then again, they are Manderfell men, so they shall retain their physique, as long as they remember to apply salamander oil. Also, I see Stinky Cheese Boy over there watching Nashu. I'm pretty sure I just noticed the guard is actually... the guard caught him. Anyway, Nashu, I think I have a lead on your missing inspector. My forays into the stalls bore no fruit at all. None starship-shaped, anyway. How was your harvest, then? Yeah, so I think you might have gotten stuck in the dome. Those are some solid leads. Nice work, Berlian. So, by the sounds of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here. With any luck, this hostage... Hostage found? How do you get that out of Heritage? You mentioned it will be the place we find the inspector. I think you mean Heritage Found? I thought it would be so simple, and certainly not without incident, knowing how matters involving the inspector tend to go. Nah. Well, with you as my escort, I'm sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually. And none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? Sure. Maybe we can leave Stinky Cheese Boy behind. He's just literally pointing and running. Then again, he is a Lala. He's just out of your range of vision. Okay, well, that was a quick teleport. Right, Nashu? Well, we got to the hostage found. The air is all crackly and zappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down, so let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedures dictate that we question the residents for possible gentleman sightings. Off we go. I thought we were supposed to acclimate to the local cuisine. Anyway, I'm sure there's overlap there. Looks like we've only got one place to check. Apparently Nashu found exactly the person we needed. And Stinky Cheese Boy is getting electrocuted over there. Aha! This man could be a potential witness. Yeah, sorry, Outskirts resident. This is a small settlement, and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinctive appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Well, especially someone just going around JoJo posing, calling himself an inspector extraordinaire. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9. They have so many more people. He could easily go unnoticed in the crowds. No, he can't. You were here as Queen Spheen's guest, as I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, then I suggest you make arrangements with the sentry at the tower entrance. Oh, Solution 9! That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Solution 9, yes, that's where we will find the solution. All 9 of them. And Stinky Cheese Boy is still sitting behind. I'm afraid your friend won't be entering Solution 9 unless you can convince the sentry to let her in. Yeah, I'm sure I can do that. Although Queen Spheen question mark seems to have reappeared, so I would be a little wary about doing anything that requires authority. Also, she's not here. Did she just walk right in? Oh, nope, there she is. Visitor detected. Verifying access rights. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. Scanning. Unregistered visitor. Warning, warning. I forgot about those. Warning, warning. Explosive device detected. Entry denied. You're gonna have to lose the bonds, Nashu. I'm not carrying explosives. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildibrand's condition. Yes, I don't think anyone could possibly treat his condition. Explosive medicinal compounds. Don't tell me that's gonna work. Error does not compute. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildibrand was sucked up by Mr. Poo-Poo's malfunctioning starship, after which it proceeded to drag him thousands of miles away and deposit him here. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain cobwebs. I guess that's one way to do it. This can't work. Error. Logic circuits overloading. I knew that. That's what I thought was gonna happen. And that's how we get past them. Huh. It must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. Yeah. Nap time. Uh-huh. And I guess Stinky Cheese Boy can just walk right by now. Weren't you getting electrocuted? How are you moving around so well? Well, Nashu, that went better than expected. Core! That's a good-sized city. Yeah. Well, there's only one way of locating the inspector in a place like this. If there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which way is the lively place? And we can go to the arcade, because we're British. True View. Oh, I guess that's gonna be a lot more lively. True View. And that's in the eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. And she's gonna walk off on her own. Yep. Alright, let's head over to the Zaithrite and teleport over to True View. See if we can locate our inspector. Yes, the Neon Stein is technically closer. You know, it'd be fun to get back to doing the Arcadian soon. I guess we got to do the Alliance, the first of the Alliance raid series, and that I think that's all that we're gonna. That's all that's left for 7.1 after this. Anyway, Forthright, not Fortnite, Forthright Hewn. What? Like a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful, by and large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. I mean, the inspector might be going after that, but let's check on Nashu first. Oh, you don't say! And then what happened? Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Barmaid? Barman? Bar person? Whatever. A case, huh? I've heard talk of an odd, squelching creature of some sort, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. An odd, squelching creature. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be, our inspector. How about you, laid-back Malala? Recent troubles? I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not a moment earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seems. I don't think it was far from here. I'm a bit hazy on the details. Alright, well, I guess there's two things that happened recently. Got any more information, Nashu? And Stinky Cheese Boy is right there. Oh, he's hiding behind there. With the way that with the way that I had the thing, I thought he was literally up on top of the counter. They're just like right next to her. Oh, I also heard about that theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. I got directions to the scene of the crime, so let's head over together. So I guess he's gonna be like 20 years older? The thief absconsed with an aged bottle of spirits, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. Gravelly voice. Oh no. Dude, I hope we get that outfit. Or is it the noir outfit? Because I still didn't need. Because I didn't end up going and getting enough of the stuff to get those from the pot sherds or whatever they're called. Admit it, punk. You pinched the hooch. The gravelly voice. Me? But why would you think? With the supply of souls cut off, folks with a habit have turned to black market rackets, and luxury goods of dubious provenance is on one way of paying the asking price. A top-shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, I'd say. By the by, you know there's a method for identifying contraband souls. Your regulator logs would tell the tale. Don't want to let us check 'em? Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious signs of tampering. Electro-picking tools are awfully hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you've got scorch marks all over your mitts. Wait, is he actually a good inspector now? Give it up, kid. We've got you dead to rights. Wait, it's actually him? After these suspended soul provisions, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. Wait, he was right? Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. Gravelly voice. That was Inspector Hildibrand, wasn't it? He didn't look very gentlemanly. He didn't sound very gentle. Oh no, he looked gentlemanly. He just didn't sound very gentlemanly with that gravelly voice. He must still be in shock from after the starship's crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delights will put him to rights. Uh-oh. Nashu? Maybe not in such a populated area? Let's make absolutely sure it's him first, shall we? I suppose that would be the responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildibrand. This is really funny. Gravelly voice. I don't know why I find that so. Well, the outfit and the gravelly voice. He's literally just some cop. Like he's like literally some like hard-boiled cop. So it's interesting that they have this little alleyway to cut through here. Nashu, did you lose him? He walked that away, or was it more of a mosey? That's not very important, Nashu. Oh no. What's this gonna be? What? Oh, okay, no, he's just eating an egg. With the emote that they added for one of the Easter events. He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. Well, that's about right. I mean, he's like 30 years older, right? I always forget how long the dome was. Yeah, 30 years. Literally, just try reading the dialogue, John. 30 years passed inside the dome? Then if Inspector Hildibrand was here when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Luckily, I have just the thing to jog his memory. Oh no. No, Nashu! The horn. Oh, wow. I think I wouldn't notice such an obvious tail. Oh, right, gravelly voice. Man in overcoat. Think I wouldn't notice such an obvious tail. I don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put them away before you hurt someone, or yourself. Like me, I say neither of you are sporting regulators, so I suggest you be more careful with the only lives you got. Gravelly voice. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildibrand, an agent of inquiry, gentleman inspector extraordinaire. Just put on the glasses. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. I'm a withered old fool with too many debts and regrets. This is great. Detective Hard-Boiled. That's why I used the egg! Very impressive, but even with that name and those odd clothes, you might as well be the inspector of older, more wrinkled twin. Hate to break it to you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. Or the wrong egg. Okay. Oh, she just crafted an egg for him. You seem awfully fond of those hard-boiled eggs. Here, this one's on me. So you can just go buy them. You can just go buy them at one of the shops. Thanks, Dollface. You're a peach. This is great. Inspector Hard-boiled. Oh no. It's a bomb. I thought it would be a bomb. Or some medicine. Yep, it's a bomb. Oh no. What's this gonna be? Is hair singed? What? This is so good. Whew, that's one way to cure a hangover. You got me good. Maybe you really do have the wrong person. That indestructibility is awfully Manderville-like, though. What if he just bring his mother in here? I've seen a few cases of this twin person phenomenon in the dome. Oh, is this his other shard? It might be someone who shares the same soul as Hildibrand, yeah. Either way, that's hilarious. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can see that you're not who I thought you were, and that we need to keep searching. And then he's gonna help us find him. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. A missing person, is it? If that's the rub, you can leave the sleuthing to me. This is so good. Oh, we can really use your help. By the sounds of things, this fella looks a lot like me. What did you say his name was? Hildibrand. I'll find him, don't you worry. I can feel a hunch coming on already. Are we sure that isn't the inspector? I mean, I don't know at this point. I'm looking forward to more of it. I know I said that the Endwalker Hildibrand quests were the best, but if it's gonna keep on being that funny with the hard-boiled Hildibrand, it might actually top Endwalker. Anyway, let's wrap this one up. I'd like to rush off and do some investigative work of my own, but this city still has my head spinning. I think I'll wait to see if this Detective Hardboiled is as good as he seems. Meanwhile, you should get back to whatever it is that famous adventurers do when they not embroiled, not emboiled. That's not like hard-boiled. In one of our fantastical cases. Well then. Okay, that was hilarious. The dame had me looking at her nail. Oh my god, this is so good. A city with an allergy to sleep. The twin of mine had well and truly lost himself. The trail was colder than ice. Dude, they're literally right there. A conspiracy. This is going to be so hilarious. Stay tuned for further episodes of Detective Hardboiled. And there's Godbrand. He's going to miss it. Oh no, it's not going to go flying off the edge of the table. That's the meme. Of course they're going to do this. And it's got a bomb in it. Yep. Bro, if it's gonna be that funny, it might actually top Endwalker Hildibrand. The inspector has finally set foot upon the Dawntrail. Get ready for an inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Who knows what this case... He's got the hat! Who knows what his case will be this time? When it happens, whatever happens, you'll be there on the scene. Okay, that's gonna be hilarious.